Hi there, my lovelies. So I have here some cake scraps left over from my last video, the mini red velvet heart cakes. You can click on the link here if you want to check out that video, but I'm going to teach you how to make red velvet cake pops using these scraps. The first step is you want to wash your hands really well because you're going to be digging into these cake crumbs. So I took my cake scraps and I broke it apart and made crumbs. What you're going to want to do is add your cream cheese frosting to your crumbs. You want to do it slowly so you make sure you get the right consistency. You want to take a little bit of your cake crumbs and try to form them into a ball. And see how it looks like wet sand? That's the perfect consistency. You want it to form that ball. You're gonna wanna take your small ice cream scoop and place one scoop in your hand. And you're just gonna squeeze it and roll it into a ball. Just try to get a nice form, because that's gonna be your cake ball, so you really wanna try to make it as round as possible. Just like that, and keep going. This process does take a little bit, so if you want to grab a chair, make your life a little bit easier, feel free. So if you have a little crack like that in your ball, just pinch it and keep rolling, you're all good. I've melted my chocolate. You can either do it slowly in a microwave or you can temper it, which I prefer to do just because you have more control over the temperature. If you need tips on how to temper chocolate, you can watch my mini caramel and chocolate covered apples, and that will have all the tips on how to temper chocolate in there. I'm going to take my stick and dip it in the chocolate and then add it to my cake pop about 1/3 of the way in. You're going to want to let these rest in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes to let the chocolate harden, or if you're really impatient, you can do it 10 minutes in the freezer. I personally like my cake pops to stand on their own, so after I dip them in their chocolate, I'll just place them on a piece of wax paper. But if you prefer them to be perfectly round, you can take a piece of styrofoam and just add your stick in like that, and it'll be great. Just make sure to get off all the excess chocolate because it will drip down. You can use any kind of toppings you want. I just happen to pick these 3. I use the gold crispy pearls, these chocolate shavings, and these sprinkles, which are technically called white sanding sugar. Once you dip it in, make sure you bang off all the extra chocolate. Pop these in the refrigerator until the chocolate sets and they should be ready to eat. I really hope you enjoyed this recipe, and make sure to subscribe because up next I have a super simple 2-ingredient fudge with salted caramel that's to die for. You don't want to miss it. Bye, my lovelies.